Okay, so this exercise starts off with a cool gymnastic that can be jumped both ways, and we do jump it both ways. The gymnastic is good for balance and agility and gets them using their scope over the oxers. The little track is super simple to set up with only 4 jumps, but it's my favorite 4 jump track. It keeps you thinking and gets you riding your lines accurately. Right, so the setup is as follows. You start by setting up this gymnastic down the long side of your arena, and the measurements are as follows. But before we get into that, just take note that the first and the last jumps are both crosses. So from the cross to the oxer is 6.5 paces for a short stride. Then from the oxer to the first bounce is 7 paces for one stride, and it's 3 paces between the bounces. I just use cavalettis to build the bounces. And then it's another 7 paces from the last bounce to the second oxer for a one stride. And lastly, from the oxer to the last cross, it's 6.5 paces again. Then down the other long side of your arena, you set up this line, oxer to vertical, 28 paces apart for a 6 stride related distance, followed by another oxer at an angle like so. It needs to be 28 paces away on a curve from the oxer, which was the first part of the line you just set up, for another 6 stride related distance. And finally, you set up a vertical at an angle like this, 28 paces away from the vertical on the long side of your arena, for yet another 6 stride related distance on a curve. And that's it, folks. You're all set up and ready to go. But be sure to watch how I ride it, because the route isn't that obvious. Okay, so coming into this gymnastic, it can look like there's really a lot going on, and it can be a little intimidating for some horses. So build it small. The measurements are really short, so it's actually meant to be ridden small. If your horse is coping really well and you feel like you really need to go bigger than this, you will also need to make the one stride measurements about half a pace longer, so you don't trap your horse, especially at the cross jumping out of the gymnastic. And remember to ride your turn well to this oxer, so you can get nice and straight to it. It's easy to fall in on your turn and jump the oxer at an angle that will put you on a direct line to the next jump and make the distance ride a little short. But that's it really. Other than that, it's a really fun exercise to ride. Awesome, you made it to the end. So you're the type of person that will really enjoy this channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and I'll keep the videos coming.